left off. Actually, let me get my notes. I've got a paper somewhere. Yes, this guy here. Okay. So, for those that missed the previous one, there's a little thing there that listens. We have some jars, some jugs, that we can put in here in a different order. And then when we pull the lever, I could have put them closer, I guess, it'll make a sound. Each jug has a different tone. What's interesting is I think when I logged, I must have picked all this stuff up. I don't know. Anyway, so it makes a noise, and then over here on the wall, there's different levels for the sound, and I'm guessing that's the sequence I have to put them in. And I've written all that down here on my paper. I'll make sure it's, yeah. So then the last one's a little bit lower than the first one. And then this one, the second one is a little bit lower than the fourth one. So let's see if we can figure this out. I have a doctor's order, leave me in bed and drink soda. That's interesting. Well, there you go. There you go. I never had a doctor order me to drink soda. That's interesting. All right, so then I think what I did for the order, I guess I didn't write down. I labeled on my thing. Interesting. I didn't write down all my notes. Good. Well, then we'll start over. So the first one. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't write down the order, but I believe that C, I decided. So C, I've labeled as this guy, maybe. Yes. So this is C. And in my notes, I have it put down that I think it's supposed to be the third one. So 1, 2, 3. Boop. And then I also have in my notes that, so that's the lowest one. And then, yeah, I guess I didn't write down all of my other notes. So let me just, we'll start comparing and then I'll write down stuff. So let's try to not move around too much. All right, so we're going to do, so I have them labeled in my thing. This one is, well, let me look at the different shapes. Yeah, so this one here is B. This one is D, E, D, as in dog, and then this one is A. Got a Spinal Tap this morning. Ooh, yeah. It sounds, besides the movie, I don't know much about that. That's not good. Sounds painful. All right, let's see. So we have, all right, so we're gonna put C down, and then we want to compare that with, I have in my notes that it's, I have it as greater than A, but I don't know what that means. So I'm guessing that means it's has a deeper sound. So this one I just put down there is A, and this is C. So let's see how they compare. Okay, so then, yeah, so in terms of, I have it so it's greater than, I have it so that C is greater than A. Alright, so instead I'm going to change that to be that A is lower than C. You love my streams, well thank you. I'm glad you like them. So we have that, alright, so C, A, one over there, is lower than C. Are there any other ones that we think might be lower? We're going to try to figure out the lowest one first. So let's just compare. So then this one is B. So we'll put B down. That's very definitely higher. Didn't even hear the second one. Oh, you did? Really? Interesting. So that one is B, so that's definitely higher. Well, right now I'm just want to find the lowest. All right, so we're going to pick that up, and then we want to put down the beaker next. So this is D. Okay, so we still have A as the lowest. And then next we want the curvy one. So we're going to pick this guy up, put the curvy one down, which is E. Okay, so that is... So then this is the lowest one. So A is the lowest one, which should be the one that will then be in the third position, assuming that I understand that graph that's on the wall. So we're going to put A, which is this guy, in the third position. Okay. And then I believe, based on the sounds, the next one that we heard that was the closest seemed like it was C, which is this guy. And if that's the case, it's going to be here. And then we have to decide on the other ones. So let's try to figure out which one's the highest. So let's put this little guy, which is B, followed by the next one, which is D. So which of these two is higher tone? Okay, so it sounds like actually the beaker is a little bit higher than B. Interesting, not what I expected. Okay. All right, so then we think that the beaker is higher. How is that compared to E? Oops. How is that compared to E? Aha. So E, I'll do it again, but I believe E is actually higher than the beaker. Or not. The beaker might be higher. And by beaker, I mean flask. I apologize, Bill Nye. Okay. I'm really bad with that. Okay, wait. I know that Xmods, you're a musical person, at the very least. There might be more people listening. Which one? Which of these two is actually higher? They're slightly different. I don't know which one's higher. I think that the beaker, the flask. I think that the flask is higher a tiny bit than this, which is okay. I think that's what I'm hearing. So the highest one, which is the beaker, should be in position 4. And then we need to just put these two down, and then we have to swap the order. Okay, so nothing happens. So let's try swapping these. And then see if that changes anything. Yeah, okay, so nothing happened. Now that I have them in maybe the right order, let's see. I'm supposed to have the first one is supposed to be sort of middle range, a little bit higher, way down to the bottom, all the way up to the very top, and then nearly down to the bottom. That's how it's supposed to go. So let's see if they seem like they sound that way. And to me, it sounds like the second one and the fourth one should be swapped. Listening to it that way. So let's swap the two. And let's see if that works. So we want to swap the second and the fourth. So second one is this one over here. So we want, which is A. 2 is higher than 4. Okay. Alright, so we'll grab that one. And we'll grab the fourth one. Put that there. And then we'll put that there. Cross our fingers and toes. sounds promising. Open up secret door. Alright, so I'll pull it again. I mean, because there also could be something else that I'm missing. Like I need to do something else. I have no idea. We'll try it. I expected something to happen, like when that listens, even that's going to open, is what I'm guessing. It's a door that's going to be listening. Alright, let's try it. That sounds good to me. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. And there's nothing I can interact with here to like try to move the thing a little bit. So the other possibility is that like, I mean, it looks like a musical scale where it's supposed to be the higher up it is, the higher the tone or whatever pitch or whatever the music stuff works. But it's not impossible that it could actually be the reverse for some reason, where like this is actually supposed to be a very low note, which doesn't make any sense. But it's not impossible. But if we look at what's going on over here, there's a structure behind that door that I need to access. So I feel like it's going to be a door that opens up there. And I just have these things wrong somehow. Let's try swapping 3 and 5 and just seeing if that works. So 3 is going to be, so we'll swap these two. I'm moving this over there and then moving this here just to see if that'll... Alright, this is the puzzle we're on, so I don't think I can do anything else until I solve this one. So we're going to keep at it. So let's see if it seems musically like... What I want to know is the third one compared to the fifth one. Is the fifth one lower or higher than the third one? But I guess in either case, I've swapped the two. And it wasn't the right answer. Potentially. Yeah. So, do you have any suggestions of what I could try to swap? Because those all seem right to me. Maybe. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else I can do, because this door requires a key. That's where I got some jugs. If you run over here, I think I've gotten all the jugs that I can get. I think I clicked on everything else that was possible. So there's not like a third, like, you know, a sixth jug that's like, it seems to match the wall as written to us as well. Well, that's a shame. So here's, you can like brew up a potion and stuff, but the potion requires this thing, which we don't have any of. So I'm hoping that that's going to be in the other thing behind this door. We can put this thing, we can put this here, but we can't really do anything with it. We can move this thing, whatever that means. Try reversing them. Okay. So we want to take this guy and put it there. So we take this out, take that, put it there. We want to put this here. And then we want to switch these two. So flask is going to go here, and this goes here. So assuming that they were in the right positions, reversing them didn't help. Let's put them back in the right order so we know kind of the sequence that we want them in. And then flask. Okay. So they're in the right sequence. So now we can try reversing the tones so that like what we think should be low should be high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write down, because we think this order is right, but it doesn't seem to be. So I'm going to put them in the order. So the curving in one is 1. The beaker is 2. Next, we have the fat guy, which is A. So that's going to be 3 here. Followed by the real skinny one, which is B. So it's 4. And then 5 is the last one. Yeah, okay. So now we can switch them around. So that would mean that the first one is kind of probably going to, I mean, maybe it remains itself. No, I guess you'd switch the first and so we're going to switch these two. And then we're going to switch 4 and 5. Or rather, these two. We're going to switch these two. And then... I don't really know what's going on. Okay, so if we're trying to do the reverse, so I'll turn my paper upside down. So I'm trying to do this, sort of, except it's that actually that wouldn't really work. All right, so we want the first and the second. We want the first one in this alternate reality where lower down is supposed to be higher. We want it to be a little bit higher than the second one. So let's see if these two do that. Okay, so we need to switch those two, I guess. So sorry, switching these two. Okay. So that is where high is low. Or rather, high is low, and low is high. Potentially, thank you for the tweet, Jibanzik. Potentially, we need to switch the last two, maybe? Let me try that again. Or rather, we need to switch, I mean, I don't even know. Switch one and, let's switch these two. So it's not opposite day. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna switch these two. And if this doesn't work, we're gonna go back to our original plan. And just try to fiddle with it. Okay, go back to the original plan. So we want nothing on here. We're just gonna take it all back. We want one to be the curved in guy, followed by the flask, followed by this guy, followed by No, wait. Sorry. I didn't draw the pictures very well. Followed by this guy. Followed by... this guy, and then this guy. Can we see the wall one more time? Yes, you certainly can.